Zickers! In today's video, we're diving into a super important topic for anyone looking to sell on eBay. And I'm talking about how to list your products the right way. Now, if you're new to eBay, or even if you've been selling on eBay for a while, mastering the process of creating accurate and effective listings is going to be the key to driving sales and standing out in a crowded marketplace. Look at this. This is eBay, my friends. There are two main ways to get your items listed on eBay: the good old manual method and using the automation tools like AutoDS. Whether you're managing a small personal inventory or running a full-on dropshipping business, it's important to know which method suits your needs. So which method should you choose? You might ask yourself, what is the right method for you? Well, the answer really depends on your specific needs and business model. Manual listing is ideal if you're just starting out, selling a few personal items, or running a small business from home. It gives you hands-on control over every aspect of the listing process. And keep in mind, it's labor intensive, especially as your inventory grows. Using AutoDS is perfect for dropshippers, resellers, or anyone managing a large inventory. The automation allows you to scale your business more efficiently, saving you hours of manual work and reducing the risk of errors, such as selling out-of-stock items or listing outdated prices, and so on. So basically, long story short, if you're managing a smaller inventory, selling unique, vintage, or used items and want complete control and don't need to track third-party inventory, the manual method will work for you, okay? Now, if you're dropshipping and planning to grow, automate tasks, or manage high-volume listings, automation tools like AutoDS are a must to streamline your operations and ensure that everything runs smoothly. So, in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to manually list products on eBay, and I'll make sure that each step in the process is clear. And by the end of this video, you will know how to manually list items on eBay like a pro seller. All right, so let's jump into it. The first thing that we're going to do is sign in to our eBay account. Now, if you don't have one, there's a video that we did in the past that is a step-by-step guide that will help you set it up, all right? And I'm going to leave the link here and also in the description. Now, the second part is creating the list setup. Once we have our account set up, we're going to the Seller Hub. And for you to go to the Seller Hub, you need to click on the right top corner where it says My eBay. And once you click here, you will be here, okay? Now we're inside the Seller Hub dashboard. And here, you will be able to track your sales performance, your seller status, and so on. But what we need now is to list our item. So we're gonna go over where it says listings right here. And if you stay with your mouse over it, you will see many options coming up under it. Check it out. We will, of course, select the option to create listing. And this is what is going to show once we click it. You are going to get this page right here where you'll be able to begin your manual listing process. And like I said before, it really depends on the type of business that you're running. And this manual listing is fit for more non-dropshipper sellers. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use a random Amazon product. But of course, you can follow this method using your own product photos and description. Choose similar item or create a new product listing. So I'm going to use item right here. So the next step would be to search for items that are similar or the same as ours. And how do we do that, right? Well, we'll do that by going on the search bar right here, okay, and type in what the product is. So in this case, we're using a medium slow feeder dog bone, okay? Because that's the best way to describe what our product really is, okay? Then we click here, search. Okay, now you see here, you will have many options to choose from or not. Depends on the type of product that you are using. Basically, the options that are here are just other sellers selling the same product as you, and if you select one of these, you'll be copying their exact listing. There can be benefits to it, no doubt, but I personally think that if you use one of these and for any instance they contain errors inside, like false item specifics or wrong descriptions, you can have many problems. Yes, you'll save more time, but that time can be lost if one of these errors start bringing your defect, like product not as described. And we don't want that, okay? But of course, this is a decision that you will have to make as a business owner. So right now, we're going to select the option, continue without match. Now, this pop-up will appear asking us if the product is new or used. And of course, you're going to select this option according to the product that you're about to list. In our case, we're selecting new, all right? Now, once you've selected the condition of your item, and then you click on continue to listing, we will arrive at this page right here. And here is where we are going to start editing our product so that we can get it ready to be listed. Before we start the listing creation step by step, if you're finding this video useful so far, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to boost your eBay journey and add winning items to your store, you can subscribe to Zik Analytics for only $1 for the first week and give it a try. Now, let's keep moving here. The first thing that we're going to do is add photos. And like I said before, I'm going to use the photos of an Amazon product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to Amazon. I'll save all of them into a folder, like in the same folder in my computer. And once I do that, then I'll just upload here. We can click here, add photos, and select all the images from the folder that I just created. And once I have that, you just import them to eBay. It's really easy. And if you're selling something from your house, you know, just make sure that you take good photos of it and you do the same process here. Now, if you are taking photos, your own photos, just make sure that you get all the pictures necessary from every single angle possible. You know, more photos, the better. If you're selling clothes or shoes, take photos of every single label on the item. It's very important for the customer to know exactly what they're buying. You don't get any defects on your eBay account for product not as described. Also, you should use white backgrounds for your main photos, at least to keep that in mind, okay? Because it gives a cleaner look and customers are more tempted to buy it when they can see clearly what they're buying. You know, just put against a white wall or something like this, white table, nothing too fancy. Make sure the light is also good, because eBay also appreciates their platform looking good with most of the listings with white background and looking all the same. An easy way for you to do that is using tools like Canva, like Photo R. Let me quickly go over here. Like these are the websites that I talked about right here. And I'm going to leave the link also below. You know, Photo or Photo R, it's up to you, will let you remove your background and give you access to some editing tools for free. But in Canva, you might have to pay a little bit for Canva Pro subscription to remove that background. Now, there are so many options for you to do that. And one last tip that I want to give to you is that eBay also lets you add videos to your product listings. For resellers and people selling their own products, basically, you know, people who are running any kind of physical inventory at all, since you already have access to the product, videos are a great way to increase listings conversion rate. Make sure that you're taking advantage of all the opportunities given, okay? It's very important.
Adding and drafting a winning product title.
When it comes to the title, the easier way to understand is that we need to be able to describe the product as accurately as possible with a maximum amount of 80 characters. So in this case, I'm going to visit my good old friend Zik Analytics right here. And inside Zik, you have a tool called the Title Builder. We can't just create a title on keywords that we think are being searched for. In this case, that's exactly why I'm using Zik Analytics to help me with this, as all the keywords suggested right here are data driven. This will save me a lot of time since Zik is already telling me which words buyers are searching for when searching for those items. Instead of me just telling you, let me show you how to use this, okay? So now we're here in Zik's dashboard and we're going to check out on the left side. This is the title builder. And once we click it, we'll have a page like this open. And once we have that set and done, we'll copy to the title builder's search bar the keywords that define your product. In this case, we're going to use only, it's the same as before, slow feeder dog ball. And I want to click search. And look at this. And once you make that search, you're going to have two different sections. On the left side, you will have the long tail keywords that are composed of 2 or more words. And then on the right, you have the generic keywords that will only be composed of 1 word. Okay, 1 word only. Now, with any product you try to make a title for, you will have to be as accurate as possible using keywords that will make it easy for buyers to find your product. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fast forward here and you will see how I draft this title. Okay, let's do this. So here it is, the title. Once you have that ready, you just copy here, copy to clipboard, this button, and you have it. Now that we got the title sorted out, let's move forward to the next section of the listing process. Right after the title, we have the option to choose if we want a subtitle or not. And I would skip this and do nothing here really. While we move forward, we will reach this section right here, the category section, okay? And this part usually gets filled in automatically when you insert the type of product you have right in the beginning. Now, but in case it does not do that, then you have to go and choose the right category for your product, okay? And then scrolling down here, you see the next part is the item specifics. Now, this is an important part for sellers and for the eBay search algorithm. Buyers love to have all the information in and what we call as a quick view. In a few seconds, the buyer can understand all the product's qualities and specifications without the need to read the whole product description and so on. Also, products with more item specifics most of the time get more exposure from eBay in the search results as the algorithm has more data to index the product in. Now, there are categories that have more item specifics to insert, others not so much, but we always have the show more option so that we can see if we can add any other item specific that will differentiate us from our competitor. Now, the next part of creating a new listing, and maybe one of the most important ones, will be to scroll down and click the like button in this video and subscribe to our channel. It's free and it's going to improve your skills tremendously with all our new updates. It's a very important thing to do. No joke. I just like the video if you want to.
Product variations.
So, does your product have variants? With that, I mean like different colors, designs, and so on. In our case, it does. So let's fill that part in. We're going to click on Edit here on the right side, and it's going to open this page. Here, you can see an option that says Add Your Own. Okay, and that's exactly where we're going to click on. And once we click on it, we are then able to insert the name of our variant. In this case, I'm going for orange for the example, okay? And all I have to do is to write orange on this writing space here and select add. And once it's added, we can now click on continue. When when we look at the variant at the bottom of the page, we'll see that the variant images will be the same as the main product. So under the product photos, you will have this option, add variation photos. When we click on it, there are two options to look at, okay? You have the option to use default photos, but that's not what we need. Because since it's a variant, I wanted to show only the variant related photos so that when the customer clicks on the product's variant, he knows how the product looks like. And he doesn't get, he doesn't look at the listing that is disorganized. And the second option is material. This one provides us with the possibility of changing the listing photos to our desired photos for that specific variant. In this case, I'm going to use only one of my variants to give the example. But if you have more than one variant, just make sure to do this process for all of them, all right? So I will pick orange since it's my favorite color. And now we will go to our photos and we'll select our desired photos to use for this variant. Check it out like this. And I'm just using one photo here just for the purpose of this video, but you got the point, right? Now, once you have all your variants in place, now we just need to press save and close, and we're good to go. Up next, we have the condition here, but we can also skip that since we selected that option at the beginning of the video. But if you haven't selected before, please do now in this area. Okay, now we've gotten our photos, our title, our item specifics, and our variations all good to go. But now it has come to the part that will make your listing stand out most besides your title. And I'm talking about the description. And when it comes to the description, all details matter. Luckily for us, there's a cool tool called ChatGPT that will help us make the best description possible in just seconds. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so first we'll go here to ChatGPT. And if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, you can watch this video here and also in the description to have a better understanding how it works, okay? And now that we have ChatGPT open here, let's just copy the product description from our product to the writing bar right here and ask GPT to start working on it like this. Basically says, I'm an eBay seller and I want to rephrase the product description. And the rephrase you are creating, keep the core details and rephrase the rest of the text. Here is the text that I need you to rephrase. And then we simply paste here the description, the product description from Amazon like this, and then enter. And once you do that, you see the magic happening. Look at this. It's crazy. You will have a full, unique description to use for your listing. It's as easy as that. And eBay loves that, my friends. Okay.
Creating business policies.
Now, we have reached the part about business policies. And sometimes, it sounds complicated and a little bit of pain. But let's think about this. What are business policies, you might ask, right? Well, look, mainly they consist of three things. And let's do this here. The handling and shipping time of the product, the product return time window, and the way buyers will make payments for the product. Now, this is a very important step, especially if it's your first time listing items on eBay and you haven't set up business policies yet. Now, for that, it sounds complicated, but I really do recommend you watching this video here. I'm going to leave links here and also in the description, because in just a few minutes you will be able to create business policies for your products like a pro, and you will know exactly what you're talking about and what you're doing. Now let's just go back here to the listing. Okay, since we finished setting up our policies, we can now move forward. You have already chosen the buy it now option in our shipping policy before, but select that again if it asks you to do that. Okay, just make sure that you have it there. Now, if you want to sell the product in auction style, you can do that as well by choosing auction, instead of buy it now. You can add all the auction details, including the starting price, the duration of the auction, and so on. Okay, so up next is the pricing. If you are selling a day-to-day item, your product should be priced competitively. If you price it too high, you won't make a sale. And if you sell too low, you won't make any profit. So basically what I'm saying is make sure you research the item that you're selling on eBay first, so you have a good idea on how to price it. You also have the option to select the quantity of products that you have in stock. And I'm just gonna put one right here in this case, but you can insert your preferred number. Now it's time to select our policies. First up is the payment policy, and to select or change a policy, you need to click on it and choose the preferred policy. And you can choose the policies that fit to the product that you want to sell, okay? We do the same thing for shipping policy. And here, you also have the option to insert package weight and package dimensions. This is also considered an item specific. So eBay will love that you do that if you can give those measurements, but it's not mandatory, all right? If you're overachiever, do it. Here, you will need to add the item location, and this is quite straightforward. You should add the country and preferably also the city and the zip code from which you're shipping the product from. You know, it can be a local address within the US or outside of it. And to finalize it, we have the return policy. And in this case, it's a little different. You will have to click on your settings and edit, which will directly take you to this page where you can select or change your return policy. That was simple, right? I mean, there was a lot of information. I helped you a little bit here. Now, just one more thing to do, and this one is completely option, is that before we add the last few details to our listings, if you're finding this video useful, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel, okay? Now, let's move to the promoted listings. And using promoted listings on eBay helps boost your product's visibility by placing it into premium positions across the platform, making it stand out to more potential buyers. This means more eyes on your listings, increased traffic, and also higher chances of making a sale. Since you only pay when your item sells, it's a low-risk way to enhance your listing's reach and drive better results into the competitive marketplace. Now, I would definitely use it if I were you, okay? Because the percentage that you add will be taken in addition to the eBay fees and will only be applied after a buyer purchases the item from you. So the last step is to list the item on eBay, and I'll just click here to list the item like this, okay? And look at that. Now let's check it out in our store how the item looks. The item looks great in our store. Now we just need to wait for a buyer to purchase from us. So in conclusion, whether you should create manual listings on eBay really comes down to the type of business that you're running and the size of your inventory. Now, manual listings are great if you're selling items from home, doing small scale reselling, or just getting started on eBay. However, again, if you're running a dropshipping business or managing a large inventory with hundreds of products, manual listings can quickly become overwhelming. Imagine doing this process for hundreds and hundreds of products of listings, okay? For those types of business, automation tools like AutoAds can save you so much time. Thank you so much for watching. Keep moving forward and see you next time.